Hello guys, Josh here bringing another video. We got some Pokemon news to go over, so let's get started. So obviously I'm late to the party. I had some things to do family-wise, so I had to get those things done, obviously. But we're going to be talking about this trailer that we got from the Pokemon Company. And they released Pokemon on the Nintendo Switch. Period, point blank. They released it. Period, point blank. We got this. We got the game. But it ended up being the actual game that we've been talking about for weeks and months now, which ended up becoming the games we knew about for a while now. And actually, the game ended up being Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee. So let's go, guys. We got our game. Now, obviously, I'm going to talk about more of this because obviously this is not all we had gotten for, of course, the Pokemon Force Pokemon news. So we have of course, the new. Look at this. I mean, look at these graphics, guys. This is amazing. I mean, I had to watch the trailer myself like a couple more times because I'm like, this is freaking amazing. This is Kanto HD. Kanto HD, guys. I mean, we've seen Kanto what? This is like the 5th time because we had what? We had the first games, Yellow. We had the remakes. We had, of course, Gold and Silver, Crystal, Heart Gold, Soul Silver. So really, I could say about 6 times actually, and then this game will make it 6. But really, this is just freaking amazing. Like really it is. I have nothing bad to say about this. I mean, obviously, it's Kanto again. I can't help that, but I can say one thing, that at least they're trying to do something a little bit different, I guess, with the gameplay. I mean, look at Professor Oak right there on Route 1. Look at him with all those Pidgeys just flying there, just cause. I mean, you have your routes. You have your Route 2 right here. I believe that's what that is. You can flip the controller to actually catch the Pokemon. You don't actually, as far as I know, you don't actually battle them in this particular game. I think they switched up the gameplay style in this game just a bit. We actually, if you see this right here, she shakes the Joy-Con, and then you get a second player in the game. So now we have co-op in the game, which is freaking incredible because we never had co-op in any freaking Pokemon game. So they're really switching up here. They're giving you Go mechanics, co-op, and then you have I think yeah, and then you have Pokemon in the overworld. You have I think you can like have you and your friend to double catch the Pokemon, something like that. And then oh god. Yeah, you can double catch the Pokemon. Hold on, guys, just a sec. Alright, so we can double catch in this game, I'm sorry. We can also go across the Nugget Bridge, which at the end where the person asks you to join Team Rocket, that's going to happen again. And then when you get in a battle with the trainers on the bridge, you see that we have an in-battle phase here with both players. So if you're doing a co-op, and then you can battle together, and it seemed like you could just beat up the trainer, like, but health bar, you got your Pokeballs down here representing how many Pokemon you have on your team. Yeah, and then you can control the actual thing with a Pokeball instead of using the actual Joy-Con controllers. You can throw it, move it around. And as you see in this battle screen here, I mean, well, I shouldn't say battle screen, but the screen when you catch the Pokemon, they don't have really a battle phase. You just kind of catch them. You have your level there, your CP, like you would do in Go, and then you also have your get ready, so you can get ready to throw it. You have your items helping run away as well as in your usual Pokemon game, but help usually doesn't be there, and get ready is new. Like I said, you can catch them. That gives you a little insight of what the Pokedex will look like in the game itself. So you can see that there. You have the level, I think right here. No, that's the height, the weight. I don't see the level there, but that's the Pokedex number. So I'm not really seeing the level unless that's level 2 right there. I can't really tell, but And then the direction of the spiritual on in the belly differs by area. Yeah, this is just the Pokedex entry down here. So, yeah, it's just... And then you can... If I go back trying to get it right when it does it, but it's not showing it. So, you see this little part right here. You can take Pikachu on a stroll, and then you can take him outside, and then you can rub him and stuff, and take it out your bag, let the person rub him, and all that stuff. Then you can take your Nintendo Switch out of your bag and transfer the Pokemon from Go into your Nintendo Switch. Really. Just pressing a button. You see that right there? From his phone to the Nintendo Switch. And then you transfer the Dratini into the Poke Park. Here, I'm trying to show it off, but it's not moving. I'm really trying to show it off, but it's not moving. Hold on, guys. So there's the Go Park right there, and then you transfer it in, and as you can see, there's multiple Pokemon that you can get in the Go Park. You have your presents that you can send to the actual phone to give to other people. As you can see, they're sending the present to the phone, and then you can receive the present in the phone. Showing you that each thing coincides with each other. You have the underground tunnel again. You have Nido Queen following you. You have Moltres that you can transfer over, showing you different Pokemon you can do and capture. If I'm not mistaken, I just saw Team Rocket in here somewhere. You can catch Haunter. You can pet Pikachu. You can battle Team Rocket. Glimpse of the... I think it's a gym. I'm not sure. SSN. Inside, anyway. Most likely. Magikarp right there. You have Mewtwo here at the end. I think I've missed a few other clips, but you get the point what I'm trying to make. It's just showing the different moves and stuff. And then they tell us at the end we'll meet a special Pokemon, which everybody's speculating to be either Steel type Eevee, or it could be something completely like a Gen 8 Pokemon. We have no idea. So that's all the information from the trailer. And then at the end, really, all they have is the game covers. So, but in the English one, they have the Pokeball Plus at the end, and they also have the date of when the game comes out, which is November 16th, 2018. But you also always pre-order it, but we don't know what the pre-order bonus is to it yet. And there goes the covers again. So, we also had this on PokeJungle, and he had the official artwork posted on his page. So they supposed to resemble the Go characters. Obviously, I mean, hey, all power to them to make them try to look like somewhat of a Pokemon Go player as well, like the Pokemon Go trainers. So that's a key factor there. Okay, showing you that the press conference Pokemon had when they first did it. If you scroll up, they also introduced a side game called Pokemon Quest. Pokemon Quest is just this little side game that you can just explore, do hidden treasures, all that stuff. It's just a new side game showing you how Pikachu turns into a little block. Well, it's not going to do it. It's not going to do it. Okay. That's some gameplay of it right there. Don't want to show too much off right there. Gameplay of that right there. All this gameplay of it. Then they showed us right here that in 2019 that we are still going to get another Pokemon game, guys. Get hype, because 2019 we're supposed to have our Gen 8 game. So technically this game is just a filler. It's a main series game. Don't get me wrong. So Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee are main series, but they are not Gen 8. And Gen 8 is supposed to come in the second half of 2019, which is good. So we still have a game, we have a side game, and now we're going to have another game in 2019. So the Pokemon hype train does not stop in 2018. It keeps going and pushing through 2019. That's what I'm talking about, guys. That's what I like. Okay, it basically was telling us right here that this was basically like a retelling of Yellow right here. It wasn't really a Yellow remake. It was just a retelling and telling you what date that Yellow started, which is 1998, which is my year of my birthday year, which is 1998. So which is cool. Telling you that Pikachu and Eevee hang on your shoulder or hang on your head, depending on how you set them probably on in the game. Let's go some in-game screenshots of the battle, and then walking in front of a Pokemon Center, which this doesn't look bad for Kanto. The Pokeball Plus there. What are you doing? Get back. What is this thing doing? So that back up. Okay. I'm not trying to. Okay, this thing will not move. Really? Thank you. Okay. Showing off the Pokeball Plus that's coming out, showing that you can transfer these Pokemon into your Switch game, like I said. And then, of course, we had the Alolan Executor update in Pokemon Go that same day. And then it showed off the covers, the logos, and there goes your little animation there for the thing. So, currently, at this moment, we're going to move on. So, let's read this article here. Let's see what it says. Okay, so Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee confirmed for the Nintendo Switch featuring Ghost style catching. Okay, a special Pokemon was briefly verbally teased during the conference. We confirmed that the new game, new Pokemon that's coming in Let's Go games, players will be able to bring all 151 Kanto Pokemon from Pokemon Go to Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee, and all, as well as the Alolan Force such as Alolan Executor, which will be been surprise released to Pokemon Go 2. So, like I said, they already put Alolan Executor in the Pokemon Go update, which means that you can transfer Alolan Executor to Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee when the games drop. Now, this 151 thing, I'm not really glad about it, but that means we're not going to be able to get all the evolutions of Eevee. We're not going to be able to get Rhyperior, certain Pokemon that actually helped a little bit of the Gen 1 Pokemon be a little bit better. But, if we could get at least the Alolan forms that kind of help a bit, because using Alolan Executor, I never used one before, and it helped out a ton. So that'll give me a reason to use a Pokemon in this game that's like half dragon, half grass. That way when I get the Lance, it'll be 10 times easier. Or if we're not going against Lance, we can go against Blue. I have a dragon type on my team, which I love dragon types. So, the Let's Go RPGs core will be released in November 16th, 2018. The mobile game Switch Hybrid Pokemon Quest is now out. And yes, Pokemon Quest is now out, so you can get it on the Nintendo Switch. It is free, ready to download, play the game, enjoy it. People are getting also shinies off of that so far as I've seen. So yeah, play the game, enjoy it. Enjoy the side game. When these games drop, enjoy these games. And then when the Gen 8 hit, we're down for those too. A lot of people I've been hearing that have been downing these games. Please stop doing that. These games are good. They're going to be great. And they're going to be good main series games for what they are. They're good for bringing in newcomers, like they said. And so far, that's what I've heard. Pokeball pair Pokemon RPGs. Nintendo Switch have unveiled. Rumored Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee, obviously. The games are set for Nintendo Switch to feature such as Eevee and Pikachu riding on the outside of Pokeball. As first saw in Pikachu due back in 1998, Pokemon Yellow, a Pokemon Go style catching system that involves motion controls, Joy-Con co-op functionality, connectivity with Go, and more. A peripheral, the Pokeball Plus, was announced sold separately to the games. Here's a ball on what it does. Pokemon Plus features motion controls, lights up various colors, vibrates, plays sounds when catching a Pokemon. The Nintendo Switch games, players will be able to feel moving within the device. It also does more than function like it's a regular controller using the Pokemon Plus. Players can bring their Pokemon like from Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee with them outside of the real world, giving trainers the opportunity to spend time with their favorite Pokemon even when they're not playing the game. Additionally, trainers can receive a variety of rewards once Pokemon are returned to the Nintendo Switch games, which means that if we take them outside, we could possibly get a reward for walking around with them, rubbing on the Pokeball, all that stuff, like they did in the trailer. Of course, like I said, I couldn't really show it off because I don't want to get copyright claim, so I really do it the right way instead of doing it like that. Pikachu will be, of course, accompanied by the player. Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee. You can pet, interact, battle with them depending on your bond. Here's the look and reveal of the trailer, and the trailer's down there too, so you can watch it on your own. If you haven't seen it, telling you about Alolan Executor in this new update. So Pokemon Go Alolan forms lists Pokemon work. Okay. Have arrived. Pokemon Go Alolan forms have arrived, introducing a new type of the creature to catch wild in the wild. It's a bit of a break from the Pokemon Go and developer Niantic introduced in Gen 7 a main games Pokemon Sun, Moon, Ultra Sun and Moon, and were only up to Gen 3 at the time of writing. But as a bit of history, the Alola creeping into Pokemon Go may be less surprising than we thought. And really, Kanto was first in the games anyway. First look at Alolan Executor, giving us the context that there, how these will work. There are other forms teased in the way. Our Alolan form list provides you with images of different Alolan forms, new types, so you know which Kanto Pokemon have Alolan forms. Now, so the Alolan forms are visually and often statistically different from the versions of Pokemon, giving them different types and properties, but first debut in the main game are exclusively found in Gen 7 Alola region. Obviously, given the technical Gen 7 strains to be seen in them early and their time release even before Gen 4 in Pokemon Go. And there is a president in November 2017, Taste of Alolan and Ultra Sun and Moon player outfits giving available to the Go store and spot cross promotion. The first release of Alolan Executor in late May shows off these forms and works similar to other creatures in multiple forms, such as Cast form, though won't take up new Pokedex entry they will have owned within that entry, which is how shinies work, which makes sense. Because if you go on the list on the Pokedex, your shinies are up under that same Pokemon. It's not under a different Pokedex thing. It says like Cast form, the Alolan forms will show up in silhouettes on your radar, helping you find them easier. Alolan Executor appears more often for a limited time in the wild. Right now, they are very common, so head outside and you should spot one swiftly. Otherwise, look on your radar, narrow down their nearest locations, catch one while you can. So, Pokemon Go Alolan forms list new types, which Pokemon have forms. There are new forms created or originated from original Gen 1's Kanto. Get special Alola forms. Here's a new Pokemon. Plus, for your new types, you get any other CP derived from the CP calculator for Pokemon Go. The slip row for filling in the CP gaps here. So they show you all the Alolan forms and all that stuff, which are in Sun and Moon. And they basically tell you when it comes out. Like they did stuff for, like they said, the announcement of Pokemon Let's Go Pokemon Eevee, they will appear often in limited time in the wild. So they're just coming a limited time in the wild, which is pretty cool. And because they give you a chance to transfer them to Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. Moving on. This is the original real leaks. When someone posted this, people thought it was a joke. But saying yellow remakes, like I said from a long time ago, was inaccurate. But we actually ended up being a retelling of the yellow. And saying that HMs still be replaced with Pokérod, that was right. The Go inauguration, which was right. The catching Pokemon works like Go, that was right. the rewards in game for linking the two together. That was right. The new all these announcements soon releasing this year. That was right. So mostly everything was right. I mean, except for I kind of think they misrepresented that wrong when they say Yellow remix. It's the retelling Yellow, which that's not a big deal. Everything else they pretty much got right, except for the red and blue thing we're not sure about right at this moment. 2019 car RPG, like they said, it's supposed to be something like X and Y, Sun and Moon. Eurogamer said this, and basically, like I told you guys, we're gonna be getting that Gen A game in 2019. Basically, everybody's hyped about that. Also, you see here that even Cerebi, he put Generation 8 gonna be revealed in was revealed. So technically, basically, Pokemon kind of said on their channel, on their Twitter page a little bit that actually the games that they announced at E3 in 2017 was actually the Gen 8 games, not the Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu games. So just to keep you guys in mind. So and they confirmed it in the press release, and Cerebi said it here. So I mean, I'm not lying to you guys. So. I'll link everything I'm talking about. ES Fighting Online changes. Pokemon Let's Go even not yet confirmed. Yeah, so we don't know if there's going to be online play on these games, and if there is, we don't know if it's going to be different or not. So that's what Pokéexperito was basically saying right there. Okay, Pokemon Crest was actually named Voxel as a project name, but I can't believe that we found nothing about Voxel though the entire time since we were looking up this information. We found out the main game before we even found out the freaking side game. I guess nobody really cared. I guess they overlooked it. But it was named Voxel. Creators are working on multiple titles at once. And, Pixelpart said this a while ago that they were talking about doing multiple titles. Game Freak. Okay, and the IGN confirms that the Q&A will be differences in how the level up, raise, and train Pokemon in Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu. So basically, they're basically saying that in this game, the level up, train up is different. You don't battle to get experience. I think the experience is probably going to be through catching and maybe even just fighting the trainers really, because in the gyms and all that stuff. But I mean, you're going to have to either catch a lot of Pokemon, or they're going to have a certain device in the game to make sure that you're doing that. And maybe if you take your Pokemon outside, you'll get experience that way as well. So there's multiple ways to doing that method to make that work. This is Pixelpart, so channel here. I forgot where it was, but I think on here it was somewhere he put it. I don't even know where it went to now, but yeah, I'm not seeing it right at this moment, but yeah, I'm not seeing it, but he posted something. Oh, here it is. Well, Amazon Germany has removed their Pokemon Switch pre-order placeholder. Looks like they're preparating for the actual SKU pre-orders going live. So basically, he's saying there that they're here. The thing is right here. So you think I'm not lying? This is actually their website right here, the Germany website, and they had it up already for 69 euros, and they actually ended up deleting it later. And really, as I find out later on, and when I went to buy GameStop, because I passed by as soon as I come home from work, it ends up being that the game is actually $59.99, which is really high for a Pokemon game. You gotta think about that. For a game that's just a retelling of Yellow, I thought they would go back to the $40 mark, but they the $39.99 mark, which they did in the 3DS games, but they didn't do that because I don't know. I guess they felt like they needed more, and they felt like they put more out there for you guys to do so, to pay more. They already gave us a free game, I guess, so they feel like that maybe you should be able to pay $60 for this. So that means later on, we're gonna be basically paying $60 also for the freaking 2019 game. I don't like that the price went up, but if that's what I got to play the Pokemon game, I'm willing to pay that for a Nintendo Switch game. Period. I have nothing to complain about. Ruffle also talked about this, so I'll leave his link to his video as well. Here we also have what we know so far about the Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee on GameSpot, and they basically said, okay, so after recent leaks and rumors, Let's Go Asia for the Nintendo Switch, inspired by Pokemon Yellow, the Pokemon RPGs that are set in Kanto, Connected Go. Here's everything we know about the new game so far, and including the rumors that were correct and how Go fits in the picture. Okay, so you have different categories here, and then they said, what are they? Oh, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee are RPGs announced for the Nintendo Switch during the E3 presentation conference, which is actually wrong because he actually came back and said that it was not for that. It was actually announced for the 2019 game. And as you can see, the game, often called Pokemon Switch, is set to release in 2019. That was for that game, not for that. Pokemon Let's Go and Let's Go Pikachu are main series games. However, are developed by Game Freak. Director, producer Junichi Masuda said that Let's Go games are specifically designed for newcomers, like I said, and for the Pokemon series, and those who are familiar with Go to get them into the main games as well. So that's another fair point. So is this game is this Pokemon Go on the Switch? No. Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee share a lot with Go, as rumored that utilize Go's capture mechanics, meaning that you can throw the Pokeballs at the wild Pokemon to catch them rather than battling them. You can connect to the Let's Go games via Bluetooth connection and transfer Pokemon from Go into Let's Go, though not the other way around. Fair enough, so you can't transfer them back. Pokemon will appear in the overworld before you initially capturing them, and you can send gifts to Pokemon Go from Let's Go as well. So you can send gifts to Go, but you can't send Pokemon back to Go. But that's fine. However, the Let's Go games are RPGs. You can explore a Kanto region just as you would in Red and Blue. While Pokemon, you can battle NPCs like other players. You can battle in turn-based system in mainline games. You can experience the opponents and the battling or other trainers. Masuda is leaving. Leveling system hasn't been finalized yet, so it still hasn't been finalized yet for the battle system in this game. So that's something that they're working on before they release the game. What Pokemon are in Let's Go? Is there Pokemon Bank? They asked a lot of questions. Really. So here, is Pokemon Go required about motion controls? Pokemon Go is not required to play the games. Period. When you dock the Pokemon game, you can flick the motion controls. You can flick the little Joy-Con little thing to throw the Pokeballs as well. Basically, what they're saying. Are these Yellow remakes? These prominent rumor, but they're not accurate. The Let's Go games are entirely new games, made series. They are heavily inspired by Yellow, though, and Pikachu or Eevee, depending on your version, stays by your side the whole entire game while exploring. These games are set in Kanto, but we don't know what the story will be like, which that is fair, because we don't know what the story is either. Can you Pikachu and Eevee evolve? No, they cannot. Period. Point blank, they cannot. So I'm just telling you right now. But if you do manage to catch a Eevee or a Pikachu, you can evolve them, but you can't evolve your actual starters. Period. Point blank. They're a special Pokemon. They consider them that way. That's how they were in Yellow. That's how Pikachu was in Yellow, and I wasn't expecting him to evolve anyway. The starter wise, anyway. Let's Go game. How does the transfer work from Go? Let's Go games connect via Bluetooth. To Go, unlock, progress through the story. Let's unlock as you progress through Let's Go. Once you transfer a Pokemon, a specific area where you have to catch it. We don't know what the stats will transfer, or will they be randomly generated in Pokemon Bank when you storing the Pokemon from the first or second generation games or virtual consoles. So we still don't know if in this game, because the Pokemon goes up all the way to third gen. So I don't think. If they're going by the first 151 Pokemon, I don't think they're going to let you be able to transfer the second and third gen Pokemon. I mean, people are going to try it, obviously. But something's going to mess up in the game, or I don't know. Or either it could work, who knows. Masuda did confirm that the Pokemon that are shiny go and remain shiny in Let's Go. So yes, so that's a big deal since certain Pokemon Go events makes shiny Pokemon more common. So you can send those shiny Pokemon to Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, and have them shiny Pokemon in your game. Is there a training and do they connect to Pokemon game? Masuda confirmed that you will be able to trade between Let's Go games. Transfer Pokemon from Go only works in one direction. When the Pokemon Bank, when he asked about Pokemon A, he said he could not comment. He also did not comment on whether Let's Go games would be compatible in the present future games, which I'm pretty sure they will be because I'm pretty sure he doesn't want to get backlash if they can't connect. Masuda confirmed that the first 150 Pokemon, as well as the Alola forms in Sun and Moon, Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee, they are in there. We don't know if the unlocked spec Pokedex in beating the game remakes or previous generations. Additionally, each version has slightly different Pokemon available, like always. Eevee's prominence in these games doesn't come from a surprise. Eevee has heavily featured in Pikachu and several recent Pokemon Center merchandise and all that stuff. Yeah, we saw it. You can ride Pokemon. Obviously, you saw it in the trailer. We can ride Pokemon. So I can only have to read that. Can you breed? There is no Pokemon breeding, and therefore there is no eggs in Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee. So you cannot breed in this game. So which means most likely competitive battling is not a thing, but you can probably battle online. Let's see though. So NPCs though battle players turn-based format like in regular Pokemon games. Competitive players who rely on breeding, put good IVs, EVs, and all that stuff may not have so much to work on in Let's Go games because there's just a introduction to a game for other players. Can you battle online? He said yes, you can connect with people on Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee via Wi-Fi. Masuda confirmed though that though you can battle online, there were no ranked battles in Let's Go game. So like I said, just regular. You can online battle, but it's not going to be like the intense competitive battle thing. It's just going to be a simple, okay, whoever wins, wins. Okay, the Let's Go Pikachu games and Let's Go Pikachu feature co-op. You saw that in the trailer. You enjoy the character by shaking the Joy-Con. Period. Pokemon Let's Go Eevee release date is November 16th alongside the Pokeball Plus, but they're sold separately. Of course, unless they put them in a bundle eventually, but I'm pretty sure that's going to happen. Okay, Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. They just put them in things, Q&A and stuff, and they actually transferred some of this from Mitsu to Redline Radical. However, okay, they have a bunch of questions here, and then they reconnected them down here. So we're gonna read this because it's more accurate, but you can read that on your own because it's the same thing, but they just kind of fixed it here at the bottom. The Q&A. So they said, based on this map, Pokemon Co. Informed the correct information for following the answers in the content stated below. So it said, it was a story, the traditional communication exchange, and we recognize the communication battle exchange connected to all people all over the world. He said, battling between the internet and local battle exchanges, however, is not a function such as battle spot, rating battles, free battles, tournaments, all blah blah blah, GTS. And a miracle exchange, unlike Pocket Monsters, with basically Ultra Sun and Moon, is a little more simple function, and we can introduce the contest at a later date. In addition, in order to function, that we need to join the Switch. Basically, he was basically telling him right there, we're gonna make a new game, so you don't have to worry about getting those functions right at this moment. He said there is online communication, Pocket Monsters, Let's Go Eevee, and then you can subscribe to the online paid service to, I guess, do the battles and stuff. So basically, we're going to have to pay in order to even battle online anyway in these games. So we're paying for the game $60, and then we have to turn around and pay for the actual subscription. I don't know what to say to that. I mean, Seriki reconfirms that the Pokemon Let's Go games online features requires the subscription, like I said, like Battle Squad, GTS, Wonder Trade. So like I said, they have none of that in the game. So basically, we're basically paying for online subscription just to play a game and see who wins. And we have to pay $60 for the game. I mean, um, it's just I'm down for words. And then they have the article linked to what I just showed you. So I mean, I'm not lying to you. Showing you Pokemon Quest there, showing you some different more Pokemon Quest stuff, and they're actually playing through the game right now. So that's some stuff you can look at. Takamari Tommy, RTS Nutil is good for bringing a new brand of things. I'm extremely interested in the list, Paul Ryan said. And the reason why he's interested is because they're blank. And usually when there's blank, there's either a new Pokemon there, because Ultra Sun and Moon era is ending, so, or it's out. The movies promotions are basically probably finna almost be done once this movie come out. So what possibly could be left? So either we're gonna get some Eevee forms, we're gonna get some new Pokemon. We have no idea, but they're saying for Sun and Moon. But I feel like they're throwing us off because either it's probably some early Gen A Pokemon they're showing us off through Let's Go, or they either because they do that, they show off new Pokemon in older generations. It's not a common thing that Pokemon hasn't done before. And then I think that's the same thing, isn't it? Yeah, it's the same thing. I thought they had something a little bit different on here, but they don't. Nope. But yeah, I don't know what to say, guys. Like, this is a lot of information. This is the same thing here. It's posted here. So I'm not lying to you guys. It's just we have no idea what that could possibly be. Let's see what else we have up here. We got some Shaman plushes. We got the ones for the games, the Pokemon Quest, the little cube looking ones. Cube Magikarp. This little stuff. We got some wine glasses now out for these little things. Not bad. So, Slowpoke and Voltorb there. Just different stickers. Shaman. I don't know, random Shaman there. Maybe it'll show up in the movie, who knows. But yeah, I have no idea, guys. And he says, haha, these figurines were mentioned a few days ago. They were previously confirmed to be promotions, not movie related. Oh, and this was actually supposed to be an earlier post, but this was actually proving the point that that the games was coming out actually, and these were promoted a long time ago, but they weren't promoted for the movie, but they ended up getting leaked out anyway. So these were actually for the Let's Go games anyway, just promoting them. And then there was concealed merchandise, like I said, for September and blanked. He said none of it looks right at all. Ankin to went to say for Sun and Moon for a start. Very clever, but they're trying to throw me off. Paul Rand saying that. So we have some new leaks, merchandise wise, that's coming out later on, probably in, I don't know, what's and probably like August, possibly. I think that's what I think I read that somewhere. I can't find it right now, but I think in August we're supposed to get them revealed, the actual merchandise, and then we'll be able to know what was actually there and if it's something serious that we're supposed to be really paying attention to. I'm gonna be keeping a close eye on those, but and let me know what you guys think about these games, these Let's Go games. I know some of you guys don't like it because we're going back to Kanto. Some of you guys don't like it because it's Gen 1 again, and some of you guys just don't like not main series games. Like this one channel I came across, she was talking badly about the games. I'm like, it's not that bad of a game. These are filler games until we get the real ones. Just enjoy the game. Just enjoy the games we have. We're getting a game on the Switch just to fill us in and give us a feel of what the Switch, what we could possibly have on the new game. So who knows, they might bring some of those features from Let's Go games into the future game that we're going to get in 2019. They could bring the Go mechanic, but actually include battling. So in case like we might be able to attack them and then throw the Pokeball like that, you never know what they could do. They could take this inspiration from these games and do a whole lot with them if y'all actually just enjoy the game and see how you guys like it instead of just bashing it because it's Gen 1. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below about all this information. And let me know what you guys think about this, the Let's Go games, the Pokemon Quest game, and even the 2019 game that we're possibly getting. So I'll see you guys in the next video.